What's up with it, everybody? You already know what it is. There he go talking that boxing again. And I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. Now, I had to get on here and do a video because I was watching the interview with Shawn Porter. And I like Shawn Porter a lot, I got the utmost respect for Shawn Porter. But Shawn Porter, he got me real fired up right now. So let me talk about what Shawn Porter said in this recent interview that got me, fired up. So Shawn Porter, he does an interview and, basically the main topic was about him and Terrence Crawford. I'll speak on that on a whole nother video. But anyway, Shawn Porter was as he was talking about Terrence Crawford, he got into talking about Errol Spence himself and Manny Pacquiao. Now, Shawn Porter says that he doesn't have Errol Spence in the top 3 in the welterweight division. Shawn Porter had the nerve enough to say that he has Manny Pacquiao, Terrence Crawford, and himself. He says that he feels that he beat Errol Spence Jr. and he proved that he was a much better boxer than Errol Spence Jr. And with that happening, he feels that Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao and himself are the top 3 in the division. Now, first of all, however you feel about the fight, Shawn Porter, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. You got your own opinion of the fight. I had the fight close. I had the fight 7 rounds to 4 for Errol Spence, and I had 1 round to draw. Okay? And that's with the knockdown included and everything. Without the knockdown, the fight could have been a 1-point fight. Okay? Either way, you did not beat Errol Spence Jr. on that night. You didn't beat Errol. You didn't beat EJ. Okay? So no matter what you saying, you didn't beat him. Now, for you to say that he's not top 3, okay? That he's not top 3, and then you gonna put Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford above him when Errol Spence already beat you, okay? No matter what you say, he beat you, period, okay? If he wasn't that good, why did he lay you down? Why did he put you on your ass, okay? So make it make sense, Shawn Porter. He beat you. On top of that, he beat Kell Brook, the same guy that dominated you that you couldn't beat. Okay? And he beat Mikey Garcia and dominated him. So how is Errol Spence not top 3? But then you gonna put Manny Pacquiao ahead of him. Okay, put Manny Pacquiao ahead of him. I don't agree, but okay, that's cool. Right? You gonna put yourself ahead of him. Okay, that's cool. We all know that's a lie. Put yourself ahead of him. Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You, of course, you got to think highly of yourself. But then you gonna put Terrence Crawford ahead of him, right? How you gonna put Terrence Crawford ahead of him in the welterweight division when who has Terrence Crawford beat in the welterweight division for him to be above Errol Spence Jr. in the welterweight division? Now, let me make this make sense for y'all. In that same sentence, in that same interview that Shawn Porter did, he talked about, when Terrence Crawford fought the Mean Machine, the Green Machine, or whatever the dude's name is, right? And Shawn Porter basically said that, he was on the edge of his seat. He was tripping out when he saw Terrence Crawford get knocked down by Green Machine. He also said that, he was looking at Terrence Crawford throughout the whole fight like, man, how are you letting this caliber opponent do this to you? And then Mark Kriegel questioned him about it, and Shawn Porter said, well, I'm not calling dude a bum, but it's just like, I feel that him being in he said that he felt Terrence Crawford being in there with that caliber of fighter, that Terrence Crawford should have, beat dude a lot easier than that, right? So this is what you say about Terrence Crawford, right? He said that he didn't have no business having a fight like that against a dude that nobody knew, that was an unnamed opponent. He said that he feels that if Terrence Crawford was going to have a tough fight like that, it should have been against one of the top guys in the division, which I totally agree. So going back to what I was saying before, now you're going to say all that, but then you're going to come back and you're going to rank Terrence Crawford above Errol Spence Jr.? And you're going to say that Errol Spence is not the top 3? Now, if you feel that way, that means that when y'all fought, you must have dominated the fight, Shawn Porter. For Shawn Porter to feel that way, that means that he would have to dominate that fight when him and Errol Spence fought, right? And that did happen. You lost to the man. Whether you think that you won a close decision or not, you still lost that fight. And he still beat the same Kell Brook that dominated you, that you lost to. So with all that said, how is Errol Spence Jr. not top 3 in the 147-pound division? When you said yourself that you don't see how Terrence Crawford struggled against a guy that's not an elite level at 147 pounds. But then you gonna come back in the same interview and put Terrence Crawford above Errol Spence? See, that's what I'm saying. This shit don't make no sense. A lot of these dudes, when they get in front of the camera, they'll contradict themselves a lot and they don't keep the same energy 100% of the time. They'll say one thing and then they'll come back and tell you another thing. You know, and I see a lot of these fighters, they really jealous of Errol Spence and they try to shit on him, you know, and do it in all type of different ways, you know. And to me, I took that as a dig at Errol Spence, you know. I took that, but I see right through it. Shawn Porter is jealous of Errol Spence. You didn't beat him. You so happy that you had a close fight against him, you know, you running off telling everybody you beat him. Like, that lets me know that you didn't even expect to win that fight because you so happy that the fight was so close. You in shock. You was in shock. You didn't expect to go in there and win. You didn't even expect for the fight to be that close. Now you running off at the mouth because you so glad that you had a close fight against him. And now you think that he's not going to come back the same. You think he ain't going to come back the same. And now you out here saying reckless shit. So anybody with common sense knows that Errol Spence is top 3 in the welterweight division. I got him as the top at the welterweight division, you know. He didn't prove himself. He the only one that's undefeated that did fought the best competition. Yeah, Terrence Crawford is undefeated. I got Terrence Crawford right behind him, but Terrence Crawford hasn't fought the competition that Errol Spence has fought at 147 pounds. So at the end of the day, you know, make it make sense, Shawn Porter. Make it make sense. 'Cause stop lying to yourself and keep it real to yourself. You didn't win that fight. You got dropped and you did not win that fight. So, you know, it is what it is. That's all I had to say. Once again, Shawn Porter, he comes out, does an interview, and he says that he doesn't feel that Errol Spence is top 3 in the 147-pound division. He says that he ranks himself above Errol Spence, that he proved that he's a much better boxer than Errol Spence. He ranks Terrence Crawford and Manny Pacquiao above Errol Spence. So with that being said, if Errol Spence and Manny Pacquiao fight, I want to see you put your money on Manny Pacquiao. Other than that, I don't have nothing else to say about the situation. And, you know, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber and you already know what I do. You know, there he go talking that boxing again. And I don't watch reality TV. I watch boxing. I'm out.